Do I tell Derpy that she's an idiot? That I kind of hate her guts because she's such a yuck and sensitive little bag? No. That's all like that. Just, no, tell the truth. Be blunt, but not too blunt. Because then she'll just whine. She'll just cry about it. She'll just kind of like, make her feel like, you don't think she's a total yuckin' loser. But kind of make her realize that she's an idiot. But don't let her know that she is like just a piece of yuck. Okay. So like be honest, but not too honest, but still being honest. So I'm not technically lying, I'm just not fully telling her everything. I'm yuckin' smart! I'm brilliant! Okay. This is good, okay. And make her buy the beer. Oh my god, this is great. I basically make her pay me to be here. I get a free drink and I have to just kind of put on a little show. Oh, this is great. Don't crash out. Don't say anything crazy. Okay, you can say a little bit of crazy things, but don't be too crazy. Just like a few things, a few things, right? But make it very clear if she ever talks about cups again that we snap her yuckin' neck. Right. Because I will just snap her neck. Ocean dump her? I read you over there. Man, this guy gets to drink all the time. I might start drinking again. I wonder why Stumbles has that camera in his hat. Maybe Happy was right.
Hey.
Oh, God. Oh, she's here. Hey. Come on, Chatterbox. Tell her to sit down. It's a nice thing you can do. Sit, I guess? Oh, God.
I'll try.
I hope she just sits on a different bench. Did she just say she'll try? Oh, my God. She actually sat down. Oh, my God. Okay, lock it in. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Talk to Ted. Why you dressed like that? Don't say she looks stupid. Don't say she looks stupid. Don't say she looks stupid. Don't say she looks stupid.
Going through a crisis.
You look different.
Yeah. I feel different.
I don't really know how different she could feel. She's dumb yesterday, dumb today. What do you mean you feel different?
Feel lost.
You feel lost?
Yeah.
Okay, where are we right now?
Actually, I have no clue. I've never been here.
Oh my gosh, she is dumb. Okay, maybe you're lost. Okay, what the yuck? Okay, well tell me this. If you leave, do you know how to get out of here? Like, do you know how to go back to wherever you were?
Yeah, I have GPS.
Yeah, no, she's dumb. Okay.
Can you speak up, please?
Don't you tell... I mean... Yeah, sure. Is this a little bit better?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I talked to Tessa. And, I guess what I thought was happening was not happening. Yeah, I thought she was just playing it. I thought, she was just saying, like, oh, yeah, Chatterbox, we adopted. She's adopted, I just thought, like, it was like this Make-A-Wish kind of, like, thing, or just trying to make you feel better about yourself, but I guess that's not the case, so... But, apparently, like, you get upset, and, like, you're all confused, I guess, you don't know why you get treated the way you do or something? Am I on the right track?
Yeah, you are.
Oh my gosh, she's so yuck and dumb. Oh my. Just calm down. Calm down. Just calm down. Everything's good. Just improvise. Okay, why are you the way? No, that's not. Okay, how about, okay. I'm not making fun of you when I say this, but being blunt is the only way I know how to communicate.
Say what you want to say.
Are you dumb? Because I'm just asking this like seriously because like you complain when I talk yuck to you when you talk yuck to me, and it's kind of dumb. It's kind of dumb. That was good. That was good. That yeah.
Okay, let's start with
Okay.
what kind of yuck do you mean? Because there are two different yucks, and I don't mind that typical clown yuck. What I mind is when you tell Ratchet to ocean dump me.
Oh, okay. Well, we can start with that. Okay. Yeah, 'cause he stabbed you. And I didn't want to get in trouble. And you kind of deserve to get ocean dumped because I had a different plan for you.
What was your usual plan for me?
Oh, I'm not telling you, because now I can just use it for later.
So you want me dead?
No, Mr. Ratchet stabbed you, and I didn't tell him to stab you. I just told him to ocean dump you in hopes that you wouldn't remember if you pulled through the stab wound. That's all that was.
Don't you think me getting stabbed and then he just brings me to the hospital wouldn't have less consequences than...
Oh, yuck, no. Because then you would do what you normally do and then call Tessa and then we gotta sit in the funhouse living room and talk about this boy yuck when it's like, it wasn't even my fault, really. I mean, in a way it was because I told him to like mess with you about Osvaldo, and then he decided to kidnap you to take you on a date. And then you told him to stab you, did you not? You said stab him. You said for him to stab you because that's what you preferred or something. His words. His words. So then I said...
I don't remember what happened.
Of course you don't remember. Okay, well then I said, well, that's yucked up. Tessa ain't gonna like that. I'm like, you should probably ocean dump her, otherwise you're dead. And he said, yeah, you're right. And then he went and ocean dumped you.
So you still think that ocean dumping was the right choice?
Well, it's gonna prevent me from doing the other thing I was gonna do. I feel satisfied.
You feel satisfied about me getting ocean dumped?
Yes, I do.
And why is that?
Because, something was coming your way, and I made that very clear a long time ago.
And what it...
If you don't remember that really yucked up thing you said to me, and I told you, just you wait, something's coming.
What was the yucked up thing?
Yeah, you don't even remember, huh?
If I remember, I have one thing in my mind, and that was the day Tessa got the cure. Are we talking about the same thing?
Nope. I'm talking about a really yucked up thing you've put in my yucking face.
What? Was it the Bobby thing?
Nope. Longer than that.
The cups thing?
Oh, and there it is.
We talked the day Tessa got the cure. I sat down to you and you told me that I heard you. I was genuinely shocked that my voice even mattered so much to you that I heard you. In fact, I did not mean to hurt you at all.
Well,
I was just...
guess
I thought
what?
I was being funny.
Oh, you thought you were being funny.
And when I apologized, you
What a-
accepted it.
I accepted it, but I also said what?
What did you say?
I told you something was coming. You'll see. I think this was the best case scenario, because the other thing I had, way worse. Nothing to do with killing you. But I was gonna get my get back. That's what I do, Derpy. That's what I do.
So
I
this
did
is your
not
get
instruct.
back.
I didn't instruct Mr. Ratchet to do that to you in any regard. The ocean dumping was it.
What I don't understand with this is, why did you accept my apology in the first place if you would hold a grudge over it?
Because I did accept your apology. With the case that something was coming.
Okay, Chatty, let me ask this one thing, okay? I just want you to be brutally honest with me. I don't want any, like,
Oh, are you
need
sure?
to be... Yes, I am.
Okay, let's do this.
Do you want me in the clowns?
Absolutely.
Do you care about anything I say or about me?
Absolutely.
So, why am I getting treated like this? It's, in my opinion,
You
it's
ask
very
yourself the
different
same
from...
question when we treat Ember the same way? I mean, not the same
Yeah.
way. 10 times worse? And what about when you do
Okay.
it? You ask yourself when you're doing stuff to Ember, if you ever,
If
ever
I
question it?
mess with Ember, she is testing my limits. And she
Oh,
knows that.
Really?
Yeah. If I ever hurt Ember, it was because she was testing me. And she knows it.
You don't test me, Derpy?
Well, I'll give you
Banter
that. I do
escalates,
test
doesn't
you
it?
sometimes.
Yeah, and it escalates. Sometimes it hits a line that crosses. You hit the line, but I told you something was coming. It shouldn't have been any surprise. The other things are just words. You think I take things you say to me deep down to heart if it's just typical banter? Not really.
Yeah, that's
Only if
also
you hit
same
that
for me.
line.
So, okay, let me get this straight. Everything in between was just nothing serious, but that was the line that got crossed.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, then I'm sorry that I crossed your line.
Well, you don't nothing to apologize for. I'm satisfied. I'm happy. I'm good.
Well, just because you're good doesn't mean I don't want to apologize, you know?
Fair enough.
I genuinely underestimated it. I learned from it. And there's just... I really respect you. And I saw how many times you got wrong. And I don't want to be
So
one
how
of
many
those.
times you got wrong, but still said that comment? No,
That is
try.
true. I respect
Relax.
you. And I care about you. And I don't want to be one of those that hurt you and then just move on and act like they did nothing wrong. If I hurt you, I'm sorry.
I
didn't mean
accept
it.
your apology. And you want me to be blunt and truthful, right?
Yeah.
I do not feel bad about the ocean dumping in the slightest.
It's okay. Was it...
I needed that.
Was your intention to kill me?
No.
Okay.
If I wanted to kill you, it would have been really bad. And I would not have gotten Mr. Ratchet to do it. I would have did that on my own, and I never would have waited this long if it was meaning to kill you.
I'm gonna be honest. I've had talks, long talks, especially with Twinkles. Because I've
yuck.
struggled with believing that you cared. And especially with the Bobby situation, right? I never really understood why Bobby was always the bad guy. And Twinkles insisted on the fact that you care. And he basically told me a little bit about the history, what Bobby did. And I'm gonna be honest, I understand that she was a or is a huge part in your life, and a lot of people try to take that away, it seems like. And I wasn't there during that part. I didn't know what was going on.
You weren't. That's,
So
let me tell you something. I care. If I didn't care, you'd be chasing that waterfall right now.
fuck that.
I'm dead yucking serious. Because what I have learned with Sooty, with Bobby, Flops, with Rosebud, is that you can't... I'm not going to let specific things go when they bother me. I'll get my get back the way I need to. And if you can handle it, there is no problem. But if you can't handle it, if you gotta be a bonbon, you gotta be a Sooty, and dish something out, but refuse to take back in what you've dished out, then I don't care. That's when I'm gonna stop trying. Because when I ignore that and I keep trying, I get the same result. Me putting myself in a bad state for you to get what you want. I don't do that anymore. If you can accept what happened to you, to an extent, there's a line for me and there always should be a line for you. My only doing in that situation was, yes, I said to ocean dump you. I did not order him or want him to hurt you in any regard. Because that was not the plan in the slightest. My doing was to try to make you forget about it. So you wouldn't know what happened. We could have just shrugged it off and put it on somebody else.
You know, I'm gonna be completely honest. When I first found out what happened, I was really upset. I was convinced that you don't want me in the clowns, so that's why I'm not wearing the mask, because I was mentally preparing. But I'm also very self-aware, and I saw you that day, how hurt you were
Don't crash out.
about my comment,
crash out.
and that was the last thing I wanted.
Don't
because I
crash out.
care. I care about every single clown in
crash
this
out.
fucking funhouse.
Don't crash out.
I care,
Don't crash out.
and I will always fight for them.
I'm gonna crash out. I'm crashing
And
out. I'm crashing out.
when I
I'm
saw that I
crashing out.
hurt you,
I'm gonna crash out.
I felt terrible. I felt like I failed because I never wanted to make you feel that way. And I'm gonna be honest, I just wanted to know your intention, if you actually wanted me dead or not. You saying this is your get back, honestly, I take that, because if that's how you feel better about the whole situation, I'm happy with it.
Would you rather an ocean dumping or getting put away for the nines for really heavy drug and weapons trafficking?
Honestly, that sounds fun.
Are you sure?
No. I think the ocean dumping.
I was going to Carmela you,
Oh, that's crazy.
but
Oh,
bad.
For how long? Was she in prison again?
Months?
Okay, never mind. I don't want that.
Yeah, it was bad. It was awful for her, yep. And I didn't even tell her why I did it for like months after that as well. Just to let her wonder.
You're a freak.
After I told an ocean dump you got ocean dumped, I told myself, that's it. Because I did you wrong on that one.
It's okay. I did you wrong on the other part. I think we're even.
That's all it is.
Jeez Louise.
Now
I need to
another
put my
thing,
mask on.
no. You keep that thing off your
shit.
face for a
Oh,
second.
okay,
I'm
what
about to
the fuck?
crash out for a minute on something
Oh
else.
shit,
all right?
okay. Sorry, my bad.
What do you mean? You took off your mask because, oh my God, Chatterbox probably doesn't want me here to be a clown. Since when do I dictate who's a clown or not, you miserable sack of yuck?
Bitch!
Listen, now you listen to me for a minute.
Okay, sorry.
You tell yourself, it's either you are a clown or you're not. Just because you're rolling around with the funhouse doesn't mean that makes you a clown. You are a clown in your heart. It's either you is or you is not, okay? Being part of the funhouse does not dictate something like that. Do you understand that?
I just tried to be dramatic. I just want to prove my
You're
point.
trying to be dramatic. Well, let's keep turning the table over to something else then, huh? I'm gonna play this card now. Dramatic, huh? Okay, Chatterbox, let's talk some yuck. Nah. And then I go, nah. And then you go, yeah, nah. And I go, yeah, nah. And then you go, Tessa, what the yuck? You want to talk about dramatic? That is bullyuck! You can't use her as a yucking weapon, especially when you start it!
Okay. What you mean that? Okay, that one time I got triggered, and then Tessa asked me what's up, and I told her.
Oh, you got
that I
triggered,
don't.
huh? Maybe don't talk the yuck, all right? Don't dish if you can't take it.
Well, you're right. I poked the bear that day, and I found out real quick. And then I was sad. And then Tessa asked me, "Why are you sad?" And I said, "Mom, it's okay. I don't want to make you sad because it's your fucking golden child and your daughter
And then your daughter involved anyway, and then we went in the living room, and then you went, well, I don't know why you would say something like that to me. What the yuck?
I don't even remember that day. I blotted it out. It's a trauma day for me.
I'd like to slap her right in the face with my back of my hand
Okay,
right now.
but
Just
let's be
whack!
honest here,
Slap
right?
her out! Yeah?
You made me cry.
I mean, I made you cry because what?
Because you said the mom thing. Okay, Chatty, can we clear something up?
I guess.
I'm not trying to be Tessa's favorite child.
Oh, I know you're not. I mean, you couldn't even
You
if
can
you
claim
did try.
that. Okay,
I mean,
well, you can
I don't
claim
even
it.
have to
Take
claim
it.
it. It's just there
Okay, well,
because
take it.
the
Take
rest
it.
of you guys suck. I mean, I'm okay. No.
Okay, well, okay. That's
Bobby sucks. You know, you don't suck. You're just you. Okay, you're just not favorable. You know, you're just not that type. You know, just respectfully. Yeah, me and Tessa, we go way back. You know, you guys.
okay. Well, yeah, that I respect that. I don't want to go in between that. Me and Tessa have a completely different relationship.
Oh, I know. I mean, yeah, that's yeah.
What, wait, what do you mean? Wait,
What do you mean? Like she adopted you, and you're just, you know, you help her out and stuff, but you're just not as deep connection. You know, that's all.
Oh, you don't. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
What are you saying that for?
Well, if you say that, it's okay. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
no.
true.
You got something you want to say? I think you should just say it then. You know, if we're being blunt and honest here, I think it goes both ways, right?
I do agree that she trusts you the most, but I think I'm second.
It's not
And
hard
that's
to come
kinda-
second when it's
Okay,
only
well,
Bobby
okay,
in the
well.
back burner, all right? Like that. Yeah.
But is it kind of impressive that I?
You know
like,
what? You know what? Congratulations! You're more likable than Bobby Belgium, ex-movie star.
You know he's mad at me.
Ex-clown, ex-BBMC, X3 Plus,
stop.
ex-drug
Okay, you're-
dealer. Now
Oh my
nowhere
God.
to be seen. It's you. You're good. You know what? Proud of you. Anyway, what you saying?
He was mad. He's mad at me.
I mean, is that a bad thing?
Well, Mom said it's deserved, so I might have to talk to him.
Talk to who? Bobby?
Yeah.
That's what I think of that.
So. you mean? I hate him with your typical line.
What do you mean?
Well, he talked yuck about Yuckles at the war day.
Who talked yuck about Yuckles?
Bobby!
Why did he talk yuck about Yuckles?
Out of nowhere, he called them fuckles. And then Yuckles stood on business, which was so funny. And then called Bobby a boy. And then Bobby got offended by that and then knocked him out. And then Twinkles brought Yuckles in, or wanted to bring him in to put him up, like, onto his feet. And then Bobby said, if the clowns would care about you, Yuckles, you would know by now. And then Twinkles was like, oh, in that case, and then knocked Bobby out. And in my opinion, deserved. And then I grabbed Bobby, put him into the funhouse, helped him up. And I said, low-key deserved. And he said, thank you for having my back when I always have your back. And I said, what do you mean? You were in the wrong. And then I said, Chatty taught me one thing is, if you get hurt by words, you're no better than any gangbanger. And then he just walked out. And then Mom said that was mean. But I just...
What's it mean, though? What's it mean? Look,
that's what you taught me.
That guy is a yuckin' traitor.
I heard what he did, and I understand why you don't like him.
Yeah, yuck him. All right? That sack of yuck, I don't hate his guts anymore, but I don't respect him. Okay? I don't respect him at all, because you know what? What kind of a piece of yuck gets involved with this, lets us take all of our time and energy to show him things and bring him up and then defend him after especially the wrong things he did, and then he turned his back on me after all the bullyuck I did for him, and then he joined the gang that made us watch them murder my brother, and he went and joined those sacks of yuck. Yuck him.
He knows that they did that, right?
He was there.
Oh, that is... What? Did you ever talk to him about that?
Back in the day, but not ever since. He just tries to deflect it. But there is no talking about it now.
Did he ever apologize for it?
No.
Wow. He also...
It's crazy
I heard
when the guy that actually did it apologized.
Also, Twinkles told me that he, I think kidnapped cops?
What?
Oh no, he kidnapped Twinkles, but he stabbed cops, is what Twinkles told me.
He kidnapped Twinkles and then stabbed me, and then yes, he stabbed Cups. He also stabbed Cups when she went to some event. He hunted her down and stabbed her there. That sack of yuck.
I'm surprised he's alive.
He's lucky he is.
Well,
she shot him in a tunnel. Then it didn't stop there.
That's sick, though.
We had one more time we were gonna do it, and then, unfortunately, Sooty took the opportunity instead of Cups, and Cups will never admit it, but
wait, why Sooty?
She just let Sooty do it, because Sooty put herself in there to do it.
Okay, why though?
I don't know. Because she felt that Bon Bon did her more wrong. Just because he called her and tricked her to come to the funhouse and took her hostage.
Okay, but question: if you guys planned it all, did Sooty take part in the planning?
What planning? For that?
For the get back of Bon Bon?
I don't remember.
She should have just made her own plan if she thinks she deserved it.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
You know what you call those people?
It wasn't that deep. It was just a little unfortunate. We could have done something else for Sooty, but, it is what it is. They were together for a while. And then he divorced her. But that was a long, long time ago.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they were married at one point.
Ugh.
Then, yeah, it was a really long time ago they got divorced.
Wait, I see it. I can see it. What?
But listen, I mean, there could have been so many opportunities for her to do whatever. But whatever.
You're right.
That's some past stuff that doesn't really matter anymore. Both of them are gone. They can do their life their own way. It is what it is. But we're not having any more of that.
You know, after seeing the things what Sudi did to you and seeing how much it affected you, I'm glad that you are now defending yourself if someone wrongs you. I'm included in this. So if that made you feel like you're even out with me, then I'm happy about this. Because I don't think people should take advantage of you.
You were obviously here, yeah, when things hit the fan and the whole divide happened, right?
Yeah.
It's a prevention from that ever happening again.
And I'm glad that you could have your get back, even though it sounds stupid. I'd rather them. Is it weird that I think I'd rather have that than you hating me forever?
There's a line, Derpy. If I did something to you, super extreme, that wasn't warranted, then yeah, that would be bad. If you just called me stupid and I tried to kill you, seriously tried to kill you, because I said that was my get back, now that would be wrong. You should be angry about that, and that's not acceptable. But as long as it's within the lines, you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
But then yes,
that's why
then
I was
I understand.
upset at first. But it was just, I thought you did that for no reason.
Well,
And
there's a
that's
reason
why I
behind
was
everything.
upset. And when when you told me the reason, now I'm like, well, that just proves you care. And that you didn't give up on me the way you did on Bobby or City. And I don't ever want to be that to you. If I fuck up, you tell me I fucked up. Because I will always be very self-aware, and I will own my mistakes.
I appreciate that.
I'm not leaving unless you tell me to leave. Then I will cry and leave.
Really?
Stop.
All I have to say is leave?
All you have to say is Derpy. I really mean this. On God, no skibbity. Please leave the clowns.
You're making me want to send you up down that waterfall just for saying skibbity.
No.
You gotta be kidding me. You did not just... You can say that!
Well, I know you
Brain
hate
rot.
to say that. You hate to say the word, so if you ever say it, I know it's serious.
Skippity toilet? Is that what you're referring to? That stupid boy? I... You know what? We should have had this meeting where I was really thinking of... Okay, no, the second place I was thinking of. The first place, that would have been bad. That was just to keep a tradition going, because I didn't think this conversation was going to go well, so I was just going to keep a tradition going, but that don't
What
matter.
is the tradition?
Nothing. It's not important. But then I came over here, and then there's another spot, like, kind of behind me that I was going to try to make you feel more at home, but then I thought it was a bit too much, so I came in here instead.
So you just basically wanted to bully me, but you knew that you can't.
No. It wasn't me trying to bully you. I was just being realistic, but at the same time thinking maybe it's just not a good time for being too realistic, you know? Yeah. Yeah, it's just...
Please don't. Please never let me down the waterfall.
You're the only one that can put yourself on that canoe.
Oh, I'm far away from that.
Well, you know, you were pretty close to the... I'm nothing. No, never mind.
No. Say it.
And listen, if you were going to come up here in the energy and we had this conversation, you were still like, nah, you don't do that to me. I still can't believe you did that. I was just going to be like, you know what? Let's just say, without all the stuff in between that I shouldn't mention, you would have been floating down there.
Okay, well, but that would also mean I'm not self-aware and I don't care about your feelings, but I want you to care about my feelings. That wouldn't be very smart, is it?
I do call you Derpy, huh? Just saying! Respectfully, all right? We're just saying.
You know, there's one thing I'm very serious about, and that is that I don't want to hurt anyone on purpose I care about. So, like I said, I never intended to hurt you. I just want to be funny. And I'm Derpy. I'm stupid. Like you said, I'm stupid. I own that shit. I came here crashed like twice because I'm fucking stupid. But it's okay. All I know is that I care about this family.
I can't believe you made it down that mountain. I can't believe it. Anyway, listen,
Did you try to kill me?
No. It was just more of a thing that, you know, if you didn't show up, you know, at least I tried to get you to show up, but you just didn't.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Maybe we didn't have to. You know, but that doesn't matter, right? What matters is we're good, right? We're good, right? And when we banter and I talk yuck, I'm not yucking serious.
Well, yeah, I know that. I think I'm learning. No, I lied. It's really hard with you sometimes to tell when you're actually serious and when you're just joking. But I think that's
really
just
not.
something over time.
Really
okay, well,
not.
like you said, I'm Derpy.
Did you hear me scold Lily in the hallway at the funhouse one time? Were you there for that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, if that ever happens again, you'll know.
Oh, okay. Can you call me beforehand so I can show up?
Are you yucking serious? What, you want me to just call your yucking pager? Are you yucking serious right now?
You can like call me and be like, Derpy, it's time. I drive to the fun house and I'm ready.
I'm not gonna wait, because then I might not crash. I won't crash out anymore. I'll just be like, oh, you know, it has to happen in the moment. It's just right time, right place. You know, I don't crash out often like that. I think that's the worst I've ever freaked out.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I was really yucking mad.
I can't imagine it.
No, you don't want to. Believe me, I don't like doing it, and I feel gross, all right? So just...
Well, what was it about?
Lily doing stupid bullshit that she shouldn't have been doing.
Ah.
Everybody makes mistakes, but
Can
not
I-
7 times.
Can I say something?
Oh, God. No. Yeah.
Why did you think so?
What? Yeah, sorry, I had a sneeze coming, but it went away. Good save.
I think that you're a great leader, even
What
if
a
you don't
yucking
like getting
suck
called
up.
that. I think
Okay,
okay, well, I'm sorry, but you're leading the group very well. We are all very different and we are all very complicated. And sometimes you're doing stupid shit, and there's one thing that you don't stop, and it's you never stop caring about the people. And I just want you to know that's the
Not
reason
true.
why.
not true.
Well, unless they deserve it, but that's.
Come on, Bon and Sonny. I don't give a.
Well, they're not our
and Wayne,
people.
no.
Okay, why did you bring that name up?
Well, he was part of it, you know, and we
yeah,
showed
but I
him the
forgot
door
he
and we
existed.
said,
My life was great
"Get
until you
out,
remember it,
and if you
then
come back, we'll snap your neck."
realize that he's a fucking fake bitch and he can suck my yuck.
well, you know, he's down with the sewer rats. You know, he found his way.
You should go to the waterfall.
Oh, he listen. You know,
Don't tell me.
Listen, you got
No.
a waterfall, and then you got that sinkhole beneath it that goes into a cave where it turns into still water. Yeah.
I hate him.
He's in the sewers after all. hanging out with that skinny, yucking, hobo, rusty guy. I hate that guy. Anyway, I am, lie. Happy we had this talk. Nice.
Me too. I think this was very well needed. About time.
Yeah. Look, if there's things you need to know, you can ask them. It's not a big deal. But it's the approach that matters of how you ask these questions. Because if I think you're asking these questions because you're just being a nosy sack of yuck, it's gonna be bad. But if you're genuinely curious because yuck hit the fan, or like you're worried about something, I will be receptive to it.
Okay, but
there's a lot you don't know. It's fine. You can ask.
Really hard to make you listen to me, and I think it's because you think I'm annoying.
I don't think that at all. Actually, I know that. It's more that yeah, I guess it's not that I think it. I know you're annoying. Listen, okay, listen. You know how like Ember walks in the room and she starts talking to you, and you have no idea what the yuck she's saying, but it's the sound that's annoying, but you just put up with it because she's, Tara, you don't really care what she's saying because she's talking. Well, when you walk in the room, it's like when Ember does, but I understand what you're saying, and it just makes it all that much more worse sometimes because it's just stupid yuck. Not all the time, just sometimes. Even Osvaldo's like, yeah, sometimes you just gotta get away from it. It's just...
Talking about Osvaldo, Esmeralda threw him off Mount Chiliad.
And how are you going to approach this?
He deserved it.
See, it's crazy. It's crazy. So why do you deserve it?
He talked shit about Benny on the radio show.
Really?
He said that Benny survived.
So, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Tessa talks about somebody on the radio show, and they throw her off Mount Chiliad. That cool with you?
No.
So what am I missing here? Isn't that your man?
Yeah, but that's his daughter. He should learn to respect boundaries.
What if it was Bobby Beltram that did it to Tessa? Because Tessa talked yuck about Bobby.
I'm killing Bobby.
Are you yucked in the head?
A little bit.
Yeah. Maybe you should go kidnap Esmeralda and cut her hair bald or something.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to Osvaldo first and then see how Osvaldo feels about this.
He's gonna be a piglet.
He was a piglet all day already.
Not somewhere else. Not on our road trip, I'll tell you that right now.
That is insane!
He wasn't a piglet at all on our road trip today, I'll tell you that.
So it's me, oh my god.
He was yucking just off the rails.
Was he happy?
Oh yeah, he was. I don't know, it was different. He wasn't a miserable old bag, I'll tell you that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think you should have a talk with him about that.
You know what, you're right. I should be like, why aren't you happy around me?
Valid, because, and if he says, what do you mean? You just tell him, heard you went on a road trip with Ratchet and Chatterbox, and it was... You were having a time...
Where the fuck is Ratchet, by the way?
I don't know.
I was gonna talk to him.
I haven't seen him here.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's like he's avoiding it.
Yeah. Just give him a call or something like that. Hey, look. I gotta talk to Scruffy. Glad we had this talk. Psych.
Thank you, Jetty.
But, we're good?
Yeah, we're definitely good.
Okay, leave.
What the hell?
Yeah, this place, not the whole group, because I know how you take things.
Oh, thank God. I was about to cry. Yeah, I was about to cry. Well, if there's something that made you upset, please talk to me, okay?
Oh, I will. And I'll tell you something is coming.
Oh, God. I'm leaving.
Thank yuck. And she pushed Reggie. And he's leaving. That's great. Now you can't come back here because this dumb idiot ruins everything. Now Reggie's probably not going to talk to you anymore. Now he's not going to cover your tab on Thursdays. That's great. Oh, look, yeah, he's leaving. That's great. You lost a friend today, all because you're being nice to somebody that was a piece of yuck. That's great. Okay. Okay, I better call Scruffy.